Lady in the building. Let me get my setup together. Get it. Get my setup together. We can go in. We can go in, man. If we can go in, man. We got to turn up with the people, man. What up to the chat, man? Matter of fact, let me pull up the chat. What it do, man? We up in the building, man. What's popping? Coming to y'all with another live. You know how we give it up. I see the last live I did is doing some good numbers, man. Salute to the people, man, for turning that thing up, man. The steady climbing. Yeah, dig. For some reason, folks like to hear about Alpo, man. Folks is very intrigued uh, with Alpo, man. You know what I mean? So that build is doing good. Shout out to the people. As you come in, tap that like button, man. Tap that like button as you come in the building. You know what I mean? Tap the like button, show love, man. Show love, man. Reciprocate that love, man. Tap the like button as you come in. But without further ado, as you see the title, you know what I'm saying? The feds release more information in the ARAB case. And they also seized Ralo's jury. They're saying that Ralo jury was bought with drug money and whatnot. And they released more information on the ARAB case. That's really what the meat of this video was going to be about. Is ARAB, because the evidence that they released on ARAB is very shocking. You know what I'm saying? Man, blew me away. You did, blew me away. So yeah, man. Without further ado, we just gonna go in, man. If you haven't heard or if you haven't seen the video, I seen it earlier on hip God damn, man, I forget the name of the channel, man. I want to say it's Hip Hop Classic or something like that. But new evidence has been presented in the ARAB case. In the federal case against ARAB, new evidence has been presented. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically saying it's a lot more that the people didn't know, that didn't come out in the first when they first got indicted. It's a lot more evidence that came out since the first indictment. You know what I'm saying? Since the indictment first hit, we seen what they had them with in the first indictment of going back and forth to LA, trafficking drugs from LA or from California to Philadelphia. We seen that in the indictment. That's what they snatched ARAB up for. But today, more evidence was revealed, and basically, the evidence that was revealed today is that ARAB ordered a hit. He he ordered a hit against somebody. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what the feds is trying to say, they saying that ARAB ordered he had somebody murdered. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, man, that's what the feds is saying against ARAB. You know, they presented evidence today to where how they feel, you know, he had that done. Because if I'm not mistaken, the trial was supposed to start today. You know, ARAB is he's taking the feds to trial. We know that they have like a 90 something conviction rate. So, man, shout out to that brother, man. Free AR app. But the trial was supposed to start today, and basically they, I guess the trial got pushed back, but they released more evidence today. Instead of the trial going on today, the trial got pushed back, but more evidence was uh, pretty much released by the feds today, and they they detailing on how AR-AB was moving drugs from California to Philadelphia from 2017 on up. From 2017 on up. You know what I'm saying? That's when they're saying that AR-AB was trafficking illegal narcotics from California to Philadelphia since 2017. Or that's when the feds started watching them in 2017. So I don't know how long, you know, them boys was allegedly getting up through there. You know what I'm saying? The feds, this is what the feds are saying. You know what I'm saying? So you innocent until proven guilty. So, you know, in the law of the land pretty much, it's alleged, that these boys was doing that. So it's alleged. I don't know how long they was allegedly moving illegal drugs from California to Philadelphia. I don't know how long that was going on, but the feds started their investigation in 2017. So that would lead me to believe that it was going on before 2017, depending on when the investigation started. If the investigation started in the middle of the year, it could have been going on since the beginning of 2017. If the investigation started at the beginning of 2017, then it would have had been going on in 2016. So I don't know how long that it's alleged that they was participating in illegal drug trafficking, but that's the evidence that the feds is producing today, along with evidence that AR-AB had somebody murdered. They're saying that AR-AB had somebody murdered and he put a hit out on somebody and it was carried out. Now the names of the person that he supposedly had murder, I'm roughly, I think I know the name, but I don't want to mess up the give y'all no false information, so I'm not gonna mention the guy's name or whatever. But they saying that AR-AB had a hit put on this dude. You know what I'm saying? And they lined it up, in the evidence, in the transcripts of how they felt, this was able to happen or whatnot. But all I could just say, man, is prayers go up to the boy AR-AB, man. I hope all of the allegations that the feds is making against him, the federal prosecutors is making against him, I hope it's not true. You know what I'm saying? I pray that those guys are innocent. You know what I'm saying? Because I fool with AR-AB. I've been in tune with AR-AB, man, since, let me see when I first got him. I first got up on AR-AB when he came out and he was basically calling Cassidy out. You know what I'm saying? He was calling Cassidy out for just a lot of fraudulent behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's when I first got in tune with AR-AB. I don't know if it was like I want to say about 2010, something like that, 09, 2010, up in there, maybe 2011, up in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He busted on the scene and he was basically just airing out all the dirty laundry that went on with him and Cassidy. Because, he was Cassidy is signed AR-AB when Cassidy was at the peak of his career. You know what I'm saying? So AR-AB was pretty much, he was at the early stages of his rap career when Cassidy had him, and he was pretty much like one of Cassidy's goons. You know what I'm saying? He was like security / rapper. That's the role that he said that he was playing for Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? Then we all know about the murder trial. The little murder beef with derailed Cassidy's career. And if I'm not mistaken, AR-AB ended up getting locked up in that trial. Cassidy beat it. He took it to trial and he beat it. But AR Ab ended up doing some time on that murder. I don't think it was for murder, but it was for like it was a charge related to that murder case. You know what I'm saying? I think AR Ab did some time. You know, there was some snitches that was involved. Cassidy did not snitch. He stood tall. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody always liked to pretty much dog Cassidy out in the AR Ab situation. But when him and AR Ab got snatched up together, you know what I'm saying? Cassidy stood tall, man. Yeah, I mean, that's more than you can say for a lot of dudes, man, especially rap dudes who we know they rap about the streets, but a lot of them are not necessarily street dudes. You know what I'm saying? So for Cassidy to be like almost a civilian, Cassidy, you know, especially at that point, he was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was doing before rap, but from all accounts, he you know he was never really a street dude like that. So okay, when the murder thing came up, Cassidy stood tall, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell. He took that thing to trial and he beat it. You know what I'm saying? So Cassidy catches a lot of flack for not being gangsta or just uh, how he moved in it with the AR Ab situation, but really Cassidy showed a lot of honor, you know, in that whole how that whole thing played out. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy stood tall, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Cassidy's the biggest gangster ever or he the most thoroughest dude ever. I'm not saying that. But he stood tall and a lot of other people that's glorified, you know what I'm saying, in the street culture and the gang culture and just that hip hop culture, you know, a lot of them didn't stand tall. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't, man. You know what I'm saying? From your your Fat Cats, your Alpos, your Rayful Edmonds, your Frank Lucases, um, just a lot of people, man, that's glorified in that street culture, that hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? That gang culture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those dudes didn't stand tall. You know what I'm saying? And then you give it up to them. We give it up to them because they had the bag. You know what I'm saying? They was able to run up the bag. But you know that's commendable. So shout out to anybody that's going to get that bag, man. You know what I'm saying? And feed taking care of their family. That's shout out to anybody doing that. But once you turn and work, you cooperate. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much through all your street credibility or all your accolades. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much throw all that shit out the window, man. You know what I mean? Flush that shit down the toilet, man, once you do that. And Cassidy stood tall. And I think part of the reason that Cassidy catches flack about that is because AR Ab, how AR Ab, when he came, like getting back to the story, when AR Ab came out, it he pretty much used Cassidy to catapult his career, his rap career, because he was pretty much already solidified in the streets. Yeah, that's a fact, Kim Campbell. That's a fact. But he pretty much used Cassidy to catapult his rap career. He was solidified in the streets, but as far as hip hop, he was pretty much a no name. Even though he ran with Cassidy back in the day, at the time when he came back out in 2010, when he reappeared. For a matter of fact, AR Ab has been in and out of jail, man. Like pretty much has he tell it out of his mouth his whole adult life. You know what I'm saying? He's been in and out of jail. So basically, when he came back on the scene in 2010 or 2011, he was just getting out of jail then. You know what I'm saying? For like a drug case or some other things. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he used Cassidy to catapult his career. And even though I fool with Ab the long way, free that man. You know what I'm saying? Free AR Ab. Some of the things that he was saying and do to him and Cassidy's relationship might have not necessarily been true. It was more of an entertainment type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Not taking nothing away from the AR because you got to separate the entertainment from the streets. So I don't expect everything a rapper to say that they say on their album to be true. You know what I'm saying? Because it's entertainment at the end of the day. And we seeing what happens when basically when keeping it real goes. This is when keeping it real goes wrong, man. In the AR case and Ralo case. Shout out both of them men. Free both of them men. And I have like somewhat of a personal relationship with Ralo is because basically I'm not new as a blogger. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to the YouTube blog world as far as, I mean, I've been doing my videos, but as far as going live and all that, I'm not new as a blogger. If you've been in tune with my channel since the beginning or since I've been going viral or whatnot, you know that I'm not new as a blogger. You know what I'm saying? So I built a relationship with Ralo to where I've been promoting Ralo since he first came out, as far as his music or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to Ralo. I want to finish off on the AR first, and we're gonna get to Ralo. But in the same with AR I've been promoting his music since basically I got up on him. Pause. Since I heard about Arab, I've been promoting his music as well. You know what I'm saying? On my Twitter. I built Urban Media Fix. I built it through Twitter. And then I came to YouTube. But we started on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of relationships with a lot of different artists, and we do a lot of different we do a lot of promo for a lot of different artists. You know what I'm saying? And ARAB was one of them. Because not only was I feeling his story, because I could tell that his story was genuine. Everything, no smut on his name, you know what I'm saying? And everybody that spoke of him from Philly, it was always in a highlight, you know what I'm saying? So I was feeling the story, and his music was fire. I liked his music too, you know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, you almost get tired of hearing the street lyrics and the songs and all of that. But ARAB, you felt that it was real when it came from him. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. The authenticity. You know what I'm saying? That's real. That's real important to me when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? And I got that feel from him. You know what I'm saying? So when he got snatched up, man, I really felt he was like all the rest of the rappers. You know what I'm saying? But when he got snatched up, I'm like, damn, boy, he was really in the field. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, man, he had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Allegedly is what the feds is trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And AR was able to like I said, he used the Cassidy situation to catapult his career. You know what I'm saying? And after that, he caught momentum to where he was like one of the hottest underground artists out. He was one of the hottest underground artists in the country. You know what I'm saying? He got to that point. Even I think the highlight of his career is when Drake mentions his name in the Meek Mill and the Drake battle. You know what I'm saying? Well, what Drake say? How Drake say that shit? He say something about, I don't know what really made y'all mad, but I'm riding in the rave lifting the AIF. You know what I'm saying? Like this, he shouted the boy out, and that led to him. That led to ARF linking up with Birdman. Him and Birdman have built a good rapport. You know what I'm saying? And when him and Birdman they linked up, a lot of people thought that he signed with Cash Money, but ARF never signed to Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? They just, they had built a rapport, And another viral moment for ARF was when he beat Birdman in a bet. I want to say it was a Philadelphia Eagles versus the New Orleans Saints, or it might have been in a Super Bowl. It might have been on one of them Super Bowls. But ARF won the bet. That was the year Philly won the Super Bowl. So ARM won the bet, right? And it's like a week or two go by, and this is around this time everybody's saying how broke Birdman was and all that. You know, he owed a Lil Wayne money, I think, around this time. And just, he Birdman couldn't get no good press, at this point. And a week after the bet, he hit ARM off with the money. I want to say it was like 200 grand. The bet might have been for 100,000. So I think the bet was 200,000, man. If I'm not mistaken, ARM won 200 grand from Birdman on the bet. It was either in the NFC Championship or it was the Super Bowl. ARM, when he get the money, what he do? Bim, he go to social media and put the money on the damn counter. You know what I'm saying? 200 large. Just on some big boy shit. You feel me? Which he won the money in the bet. So it's like, okay, what can you say? But the feds end up using this as evidence in this. They also using that as evidence too. That 200,000 that Ab put on the counter, even though he won it from Birdman, I guess the feds want to know where did he get his 200,000 to even bet that kind of bet. You know what I'm saying? So they using that as evidence against him. And the Vlad TV interviews. Those goddamn Vlad TV interviews, boy. Fuck Vlad, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all, I'm not hating on Vlad. Go to my last video if y'all want to know why I got a problem with Vlad. You know what I'm saying? Every video, I'm not going to be just talking about Vlad. But he actually ties into the story. Because ARM did like 3 or 4 Vlad TV interviews. In these interviews, he would talk about different situations and different incidents that happen in the streets and just a lot of things. He would get very vivid information about his life. You know what I'm saying, on Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying, and Vlad would ask him these questions, and I seen just about all those interviews, and I cannot remember one time that Vlad asked him about his music. And ARM was like I say, he was the hottest underground artist out. No, part of self, he was one of the hottest underground artists out, and he was the hottest underground artist out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? When he said that he was the top goon in Philly, nobody contested that. You know what I'm saying? It was a dude on the scene that was screaming something like that. That was saying he was the top goon in Philly. The light-skinned brother, man, with the big boy beard, man, he had a real heavy buzz at one point before ARM got out of jail. This dude was pretty much running Philly, man. And his name is not coming to me right now. He got a song with CeeLo. I'm about to Google this real fast, man, because I want to. I don't want to give y'all no wrong information. You know what I'm saying? Way got a song with CeeLo. Tone Trump. Tone Trump was screaming he was like the top-notch goon to Philly or something of that nature. But when ARM came home, he pretty much, you know what I'm saying, took the top spot in Philly as far as underground artists, and it's like that top goon in Philly. He that was his title. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention Tone Trump, he got punched on by one of Meek Mill's artists that I don't think it was one. The dude was Meek Mill's artist at the time. You know what I'm saying? Tone Trump ended up getting punched on that by that dude, and so that kind of discredited him as well as Ab coming home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Ab basically would go on Vlad and he would tell these stories, man, and the interviews was very interesting. I barely watched a whole interview on Vlad. I watched little pieces depending on how it's titled. But I will watch AR his whole interview. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember Vlad asking him about his music. You know what I'm saying? And he was definitely the hottest underground artist coming out of Philly. Him, shout out Dark Low. Dark Low, he's still putting out music right now. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen I think he got a new project with the Griselda boys, the boys out of Buffalo, Benny the Butcher and them boys. He got some music with them. So shout out Dark Low. I seen Leak Moss on Flip the Script. Shout out Leak Moss. And shout out Flip the Script. G Money and Flip. Queens Flip. Shout them out. You know what I'm saying? And so I Leak Moss and my boy Dark Low. Y'all go check their music out. You know what I'm saying? Support their music. Dark Low, the boy is fire, man. He's definitely a superstar in the making. He might be Dark Low, probably the hottest underground artist coming out of Philly right now. If I had to say, you know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, as I'm in tune with, because it's so many artists out nowadays, man, it's hard to keep up. You got a new artist coming out every day, you know what I'm saying? But Dark Low is definitely a problem to be reckoned with, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, so the boy Ab, man, all of that, you know what I'm saying? That led to the Fed snatching him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that the Vlad TV interviews got him jammed up, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Feds use any of that information they got in the video, the interviews for evidence. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when he got snatched up, man, we knew he had a drug case. You know what I'm saying? We knew he had a drug case, but now the feds are saying that he ordered a hit on somebody, man. This is conspiracy to commit murder, y'all. No, this is conspiracy to commit murder. So it's a RICO case, basically. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me. I know a little about the law, but don't quote me. The feds do not prosecute murder cases. But in a RICO, you know, they have a lot of charges that could come inside of a RICO. You know what I'm saying? So basically, if you got a murder that's part of a RICO, if that's one of the basically the charges in a RICO, then that comes with life and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We know what murder comes with, anyways. But like what I'm trying to say, like in the Treyway case, Mel Matrix and them, they got a RICO, but they didn't have no murders in the. They wasn't charged with no murders, as far as you know. They had shootings, robberies, and it was drugs. So nobody in that, even though it was a RICO, nobody got over 20 years. I think the most that I've seen so far was 15 years. Your boy Shotty might have took like 15 years. And I'm not sure what Mel Matrix ended up. I think Mel Matrix got 11 years. Because I did a video on that. I'm tripping. Mel Matrix got like 11 years and 11, 12 years. Shotty took the most time so far. And that was a RICO. Mel Matrix was at the top of the RICO. And he got 11 years. Usually if you're at the top of the RICO, you know what I'm saying? Like in John Gotti's case, you know, them boys is getting like life sentences without. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. So when you got a murder inside of your RICO, if they could prove that you was running that criminal enterprise, basically, if the feds don't prosecute murder. But if they can prove that you was running a criminal enterprise and y'all was committing murders and like committing other crimes, that's when the numbers, you see the big numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like life sentences, man. That's how people get life sentences in the feds. It's over with if you get a life sentence in the Fed. It's over with. That's ADX. They're gonna throw you over there where Larry Hoover and all them guys is at, man. Where the big boys is at. You know what I'm saying? Free Larry Hoover, man. They're gonna throw you in ADX, Colorado, up underground somewhere. You know, once you get them kind of charges, man. Once you get them kind of Ricos on you, you know what I mean? So all we can do right now is pray for the boy ARAB. Free that man. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he can beat it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. They got a lot of evidence. A lot of evidence against him and his crew. You know, OBH, I know OBH is a rap crew, is a label. The feds are saying that OBH is a gang. You know what I'm saying? That they was committing criminal activity. From selling drugs to murder to just, you know what I'm saying, running amok in Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? Basically, that's basically what it come down to. You know, the feds are saying that these guys was a criminal operation, basically. I know them as a rap group. I never knew what OB8 stood for until this to today, basically. When this evidence came out, the feds say that the OB8 stand for Original Block Hustlers. I never knew that, and like I said, I've been supporting and helping promote their music and everything since 2010. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know they got Goonie Gang and all that. It was OBH Goonie Gang. That's all I know. OBH Goonie Gang. I might have heard ARF saying before Original Block Hustlers, but I never, you know, it probably slid past me. You know what I mean? I missed that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. They're trying to say that ARF has somebody murdered. Man. Say it ain't so, man. We can only hope that this is not true and that he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? That man is innocent. That's all we can hope. That man is innocent. You know, it's sad to see, man, when a person is at the peak of their career that, you know, it can be derailed, you know what I'm saying, so easily. You know, we got to be, you know, as young black men, man, we got to be more, we got to move smarter, man. What I mean by that is you can't have one foot in the industry and one foot in the streets. You can't do that because for one, once you put yourself on that mainstream, once you put your face out there, you got to be clean in the back. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be clean because you're gonna get put up under a microscope. Your whole life is gonna get put up under a microscope once you put yourself out there as a rapper or as a public figure. Once you go public, basically you got to be walking a tight line, man. You can't have one foot in the streets and you're a public figure at the same time. Them two things don't go together. You know what I'm saying? You know, back in the days, I always, you know, when I was doing my thing in the street, you know, the thing was to be unseen and unknown. You didn't want to be on the scene. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want motherfuckers to really know what you was doing or, you know what I'm saying? You know, you wanted to be incognito. You know what I mean? You want to be incognito, man. You ain't want to be, you know, have your face all on the scene like today, how we got the social media. You got drug dealers on social media flashing money, flashing jewelry, flashing cars, uh, just reckless, just being as reckless. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing when the rappers do it, especially if that rapper is not participating in street activity and they just doing it for an image. That's one thing to do that. But if you're a rapper and you still in the streets, you can't do the same things these other rappers doing. They not really living that life, man. You know what I'm saying? So they could do that. or if you a drug dealer, you trying to live like the rappers that's not even really living this life. They not living that life. So they could that's why they could show guns on the camera and flash the money on the camera and goddamn the jewelry, the cars, the drugs. They even have drugs, big pounds of reefer all on the camera. And yeah, they could do that because they rappers and they not living that life. So they could do that. But if you're a rapper and you still living that life, you can't do that rapper shit. You can't take part in that rapper shit. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You for one, you shouldn't try to, once you make a decision that you want to be a rapper, that's a career decision. You got to take it serious, man, and leave the streets alone, man. You got to choose one or the other. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a shot at AR or nothing, because hindsight is 2020, and people have to do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? He had to feed his family. I can't say, on his situation. I'm not speaking necessarily on his situation when I say that, but like I say, hindsight is 2020, and we got to learn from your AR abs and your Ralos. We got to learn from that. You know what I'm saying? We see that you can't do it. You can't do both. You got to pick one or the other. We seeing that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one thing, man, in this generation, man, in this era, that's one thing, man. It's crazy when you see people online, they snitching on themselves. You know what I'm saying? They incriminating themselves. In the transcripts that came out today, it's coming to me piece by piece, but the main thing was the murder. You know what I'm saying? But in the transcripts, it said that when one of his trap houses, when one of ARAB's trap houses got busted, he went and did a Instagram picture in front of the trap house and made a caption about this trap house got busted or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy shit like that, man. So it's like, yeah, man, people were self snitching on themselves. You know what I'm saying? In this era, man. This is the age of the self snitching. You know what I'm saying? They just go online and they just tell on themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's the message in this bill right here, man. For people that's watching this, up and coming rappers, you know what I'm saying? You can't do the 1 foot in, 1 foot out thing. Once you make a decision and say, okay, well, I want to rap, leave the streets alone, man. I know you still have to generate money or whatever, but it's a lot of different ways to generate money, man, out here these days, man, legally. What I'm doing right now, for one, you know what I'm saying? You can rap, you could do your YouTube videos, and you could fund your career just through YouTube if you get your shit popping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, free that man. Free AR man. Shout out to OBH. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Philly, man. It's some real Philly done has some real decent spitters that came up out of there. Some real decent spitters, man. For a matter of fact, AR remind me of like a modern day Beans, man. A modern day BD Siegel, man, But I got more of I got a street feel from Beans. Like I felt it, and I felt like Beans was for real. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he was a real dude when I would hear him rap. You know what I'm saying? And from the stories, Beans did time. I want to say either in the feds for shooting somebody. So, Beans' story lined up. Beans is official. But AR was more like, you could tell he was like that boss, that street, a street boss. He was running like, you could tell he was like the leader of the gang. You know what I'm saying? This is what the feds are saying. Like, this is not coming from me, you know what I'm saying? But in his music, that's the feel I got. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the feds got the same feel or whatever. Whatever made them want to investigate AR, I'm sure that the music didn't help him as far as his case. Some of the things he might have said in his music, and I'm sure they're gonna use that against him as well. If I not mistaken, Yeah, they're gonna use every piece of evidence that they can get. That's why the feds' conviction rate is so high. They use every piece of evidence that they can get, whether it's a YouTube video, an interview, a song, Instagram post. They're gonna use whatever they can get. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what we want. We want that authenticity in the music, but you just hate to see when one of the real ones gets taken out like that. You know what I'm saying? When one of the real ones gets taken out like that, it's a sad story, man, and it happens time and time again, man. And that's what we're gonna transition into Ralo. Months before ARAB got snatched up by the feds, Ralo got snatched up by the feds. Now we all know the story. Flying the drugs, Parcel. Flying the drugs back and forth from California to Atlanta on a private jet. Now, this is in another case where the feds are alleging that a person went to California to get drugs and brought them back to their state. But in this case, they said that Ralo did it on a private jet. I'm thinking that they saying that, if I'm not mistaken, they're saying that Arab and them was driving it back in 18-wheelers and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But Ralo, the feds are saying that he was trafficking pounds of weed, like $250,000 to $500,000 worth of weed from California to Atlanta. This is what they're alleging against Ralo. And now I seen somewhere that they offer Ralo 5 years, a 5-year sentence, and he didn't take it. Now the reasons why that he didn't take it, he said something about that his lawyer told him that it was looking good for him, that basically he was going to beat this case. You know what I'm saying? That's, if I'm not mistaken, because like I say, I have a personal relationship with Ralo. I've been basically promoting his music since he came out. The same like with Ab. You know what I'm saying? Even though Ab has been out for a while, when Ab came back at home from prison, I was promoting his. But Ralo, since the beginning of his career, I've been promoting his music. He followed me on Twitter, and we built a rapport that way. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, when I started Urban Media Fix, we started on Twitter. So I got a lot of relationships. I got a lot of good relationships with a lot of artists through my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to build my Instagram up now. So go follow me on One Urban Media Fix. If you're an artist, we do free promo. You know what I'm saying? Just follow me and hit me up shoot me your videos in the DM. I don't got time to see every video of every person that's following me. You know what I'm saying? When y'all post it, I don't got time to see that. So send me your video in the DM. I check all my DMs, and I will promote your music if you follow me on Instagram at One Urban Media Fix. One Urban Media Fix. But me and Ralo had built a rapport over a couple years time period, you could say. You know what I'm saying? So when he got snatched up, it was very shocking to me also. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ralo, free that man. You know what I'm saying? So when he got locked, when they snatched him up, it was very shocking to me, which I wasn't as surprised with Ralo as I was with ARAB, because Ralo was a little more flamboyant with how he was moving. You know what I'm saying? He was a little bit more flamboyant, and like I say, we can only hope that Ralo is innocent too. I'm not saying that just because the fans are alleging that he's doing them things, I'm not gonna say that he did those things. You know what I'm saying? So we can only hope that Ralo was innocent. But it's crazy because when they first snatched him up, They said he was trying to move $500,000 worth of weed from California to Atlanta. They seized all his cars. They shut down his apartments complex that he had, and they basically seized. From my accounts, I thought they seized all his property. You know what I'm saying? And shut down his bank accounts and all that. You know what I'm saying? I think his old lady, she might even got in some trouble behind this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got locked up in that little ring that they called Ralo, that little sting or whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? That federal sting, or however they snatched, they roped them off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got jammed up in that case, and Ralo was at the head of the RICO. That's a I want to say it's a RICO. You know what I'm saying? Don't quote me, but Ralo was the principal in that indictment. You know what I'm saying? And this has been at least a year ago, if not longer. But it just came out that the feds, they just seized his jewelry. They went back and seized all his jewelry. So this is my thing. What will make them come a year or two later to seize his jewelry? And if basically he had a shot at beating it and coming home, why is they applying more pressure? You know what I'm saying? Why is the feds applying more pressure on Ralo if he got action and coming home? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know all the logistics of that case. I don't know what him and his lawyer is talking about. But Ralo said his lawyer told him, don't worry about the 5 years. You know what I'm saying? That basically he was going to beat it. When you fooling with the feds, man, I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do, man. I'm not no lawyer. I know it's a such thing as what they call jailhouse lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Folks will try to tell you how to move with your case. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to, they'll tell you to take it to trial, or a jailhouse lawyer, man, is somebody that think they know the law better than the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, they do. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of sharp dudes that it's jailhouse lawyers. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't no jailhouse lawyer or nothing, man. But I think Rallo should have jumped on that 5, man. Because if he would have jumped on the 5, he'd been locked up about 2 years. This happened about a year or two ago. He would be home in another 2 years. You know what I'm saying? He take that to trial and lose, it's a wipeout. He gonna get at least a dub, at least 20. They're gonna hit Rallo with at least 20 years in a case like that. No less than 15. He turned down 5 in the Fed. Now, if he was in the state, if this was a state case, then I'd be like, I could understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, plenty of people have beat cases in the state. Plenty of people have beaten state cases. You know what I'm saying? So if this was a state case, then it's like, okay, take your chances, man. Take that shit to trial. You know what I'm saying? But this is not a state case, man. This is the feds. If they offering you 5 years, you got caught on the plane with all these drugs on a private jet. The first time they didn't catch the drugs on Ralo, it was $250,000 worth of drugs. They caught it in a vehicle that was in his name, a van or something. That van was in his. They didn't catch the drugs on Ralo. The second time, Bim, he basically got caught with the drug. The second time, you know what I'm saying? Now, whether it was a legal search and all this and that and the third, I don't know if they followed the correct protocol, but I don't think it's very smart to try to take that to trial, man. You know what I'm saying? They applying more pressure. They just came back and took his jury. They came back after a year or 2 years and snatched up his jury. They seized his jury. They're saying that he purchased the jury with drug money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, if you're a rapper, man, and you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, then yeah, if you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, then you cannot do that rapper shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't do the things that these other rappers do. You know what I'm saying? Even though it looks good on the gram and you get likes from it, you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that 1 foot in and 1 foot out shit, you gotta move a certain kind of way, man. And I wouldn't recommend that. I say if you're gonna get in the rap game, get out the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can't do both. Nadia Carwell say they gave him his car and crib though. You talking about the feds gave him his stuff back, or what are you saying? Shout out Kim Campbell and Nadia Carwell. Yeah, man, but yeah, I would like to see Ralo come home though, man. I hope that his lawyer might know something that I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a jailhouse lawyer or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little familiar with the law. I in my younger years, I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, so I am familiar with gang culture and street culture. You know what I'm saying? Even though I chose to leave that lifestyle alone, once I got out the penitentiary, I changed my life around. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the reason why I'm here on YouTube is because I went to school. I got me a degree when I got out the. Oh, okay, okay. Nadia Carwell says they gave him his crib and his cars back. That's what's up. So I guess he covered his tracks in that lane. As far as his cars and his houses, Ralo, Nadia Carwell is saying they gave him his stuff back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a fact or not, but she sounds like she knows what she's talking about. And she's saying that he lost his jewelry because he paid cash. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying though, I changed my life around. When I went to the penitentiary, right? I went to the pen in my younger years, you know what I'm saying? When I got out the penitentiary, I got my degree. You know what I'm saying? I went to school, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to get my degree in computer programming, and that leads me here with y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? But while I was in the penitentiary, I got my GED, and when I got out, I went to school and I got my degree for computer programming. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's when I got off into starting my own company online, and that's how I ended up starting Urban Media Fix. Basically, that led me to that. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? And we still grind. If you just coming in, tap that like button, man. Tap in with me, man. Tap the like button if you're just coming in. Man, Nadia over here talking, man. She kicking flavor over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Nadia kicking flavor over here. Shout out Nadia, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like I was saying though, by me having my run in the streets, I am familiar with laws and just the street culture. You know what I'm saying? Things to do and what not to do, and just how to move. You know what I'm saying in the streets. I am familiar with it in an aspect. You know what I'm saying? I guess I wasn't that good at it because I wouldn't have went to the pen. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have did time. But I am familiar with it from a certain aspect. You know what I'm saying? So said that to say this. If it was me, I would take the 5. That's from me outside looking in and not knowing the whole logistics of the case. Maybe his lawyer knows something that I don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, Maybe his lawyer knows something that I don't, and maybe boy got accident coming home, man. But I look at it as he already did two. If they offering you 5 years, you already did 2 years. You do 85% on a federal charge. You only got 2 more years. Hmm. Nadia, where are you getting all your information from? If you don't mind me asking. I'm not saying that you don't know what you're talking about or nothing, because you sound like you basically right on point. So that's why I'm like, man, where are you getting your information from? You in tune. You all the way in tune. You know what I mean? I'm in tune. I'm in tune too. You know what I'm saying? But you got inside information. Nadia got inside information, man. Where you getting this information from, Nadia? Who's your source? Yeah, man. But yeah, those two cases though, man, is very, very unfortunate, man. With AR and Ralo, man. You know, that's two authentic dudes. You know, and if you know anything about Ralo, we all know Ralo was giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot of good things for the community. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so unfortunate in his case that that the feds have snatched him up, man. Because you got a lot of people, man, that just suck the community dry, man, and they don't give nothing back. You know what I'm saying? And when they get caught, they just snitch. You know what I'm saying? And become the best friend of the feds. But the real dude, just cut out that cloth and they might be eating from the community, they eat from the land, but they giving back and they building up that same community that they eating from. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ones that the feds hate. So it's crazy how this world works. You know what I'm saying? It's almost backwards. The feds hate the one that's giving back and building up the community, but the one that's doing whatever they can to kill the community, to destroy the community, and just they'll turn over and they'll just snitch. That's the Fred's best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like a dude like Poe, for instance. I never heard of him really. Well, no, I take that back. The fireworks. He used to do the fireworks, and Poe did. They say Poe used to give back too, but Poe's a rat, man. So Donkey Wild caught charges. Started talking to some little homie who went down on a robbery. I'm up to speed about the Donkey Wild character, you know what I'm saying? About the little dude from Alabama. I'm up to speed on him. I know about him. I know about him as far as him being. They said that he informed on Ralo. He supposedly got snatched up. You know, that's part of the. They're saying that he is like, from what I know, the Donkey Wild dude is one of the main witnesses. Well, he was the informant in the Ralo case. Now the little dude that caught a robbery, I'm not all the way up to speed on that. You know what I'm saying? Bring me up to speed, Nadia, about the little dude that caught the robbery. Yeah, man. What's up? What's up with that? Because I think I might have heard something about it, but it's like I say, this case is Rallo been sitting in the holding for like 2 years now in a federal facility, I guess, waiting for trial. You know what I'm saying? For like 2 years. For a matter of fact, they keep moving him from different facilities because they say that he's uh basically he has an influence on these facilities when he comes there. You know what I'm saying? To where he pretty much he controls the whole facility. Whatever facility he go to, he controls the facility. You know what I'm saying? So they keep moving him, in a sense to where they trying to put him up there to be a top gang leader or something. But as we all know, if you're a fan of Ralo, we know that he's a Muslim brother. You know what I'm saying? So he said whatever facility he goes to, he's the imam at the facility. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing. It's definitely not a crime to be an imam. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much like how the church has a preacher or a pastor. In Islam, they have imams. You know what I'm saying? And basically, that's the role that Ralo plays when he goes to these different facilities. But the feds, I guess, what the feds is trying to say, not only is he the imam, they just don't like how much power that he wields. You know what I'm saying? That he has when he comes to these different places. You know, they're not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So he's been moved around and that type of thing, but he doesn't. One thing in the Rollo case, which it don't surprise me, they just tried. They offered him 5 years for one. Weed is being legalized across the United States. I'm in a state where weed is legalized for medical. I stay in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? And weed is legalized here for medical. So weed is being legalized across the United States. And so I'm not surprised that they just offering Rollo 5 years, considering that it's no murders, robberies, and it's no violent crimes that they're putting inside the RICO. You know what I'm saying? There's no violent crimes that he got indicted for. But on the case of AR Ab, it's not looking as good because they trying to say that he ordered a hit against somebody. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. That's pretty much the spiel. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the spiel. Rallo, they just snatched up his jury. Nadia just informed me that basically they snatched up his jury because he paid cash. His that's why they snatched up Rallo's jury, because he paid cash for the jury. In the AR Ab situation, they're saying that he ordered a hit on somebody, that he had somebody murdered on top of all the drug shit. So it's not looking good for AR Ab, man. We hope that both of these dudes is innocent. Free those men. You know what I'm saying? Just because the feds, I know their conviction rate is like 90 something percent. Just because the feds say they did these things, I'm not just gonna agree with it just because the feds said that, man. I'm hoping that these dudes is innocent. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. You feel me? I feel like the incarceration rate in this country, is pretty much the minorities are getting locked up at a more higher rate than anybody else in this country, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's an unjust thing right there, man. So I'm never, to me, in my eyes, the justice system is flawed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, I'm not a proponent of the justice system. You know what I'm saying? I don't support the justice system until they fix the justice system of how it's ran today. I'm not a supporter of it. So just because the feds say these dudes did something, I'm not just gonna run with that. You know what I'm saying? Free those men. You know, free those men. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But if y'all haven't seen the movie, The 13th Amendment, it's a documentary, and it talks about how the justice system is unjust, and yeah, pretty much they speak about how they lock the minorities up at a way higher rate than they lock white people up. You know what I'm saying? And for self. Yo, 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 yo. We're still here, man. We ain't went nowhere, man. But yeah, like I say, free those men. But the 13th Amendment, it talks about how the justice system is unjust, man. Y'all go check. If y'all haven't seen that documentary, go check that out. The 13th Amendment. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? It's fire. I forget who made that documentary, but it's fire. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's pretty much the gist of what I wanted to bring to y'all today, man. Talked about ARAB and the murder situation. We talked about Ralo. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I ain't forget nothing because I always forget little shit, man, when I do these videos, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be coming to y'all with content. I'm gonna keep the content coming. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support. Like I say, the last video did numbers. You know what I'm saying? Went viral on me, and then I appreciate that, man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in, and yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to uh, my other channel. It's Hip Hop Media Outlet. On that channel, that's where I do like a lot of my documentaries, a lot of my controversial content, like whether it's fights, celebrity fights, uh, the gangster documentaries, um, just a lot of the more controversial content that used to be on this channel. A lot of y'all subscribe to me for, you know what I'm saying? Y'all came to me for the documentaries and all the controversial content that I used to deliver on this channel. But YouTube pretty much shut me down. They said that I wasn't following the guidelines. So now this channel is under review. They demonetized me, right? So it's under review. While it's under review, we're staying away from more of the controversial topics and things like that, things that can get you flagged. You know what I'm saying? We're staying away from that while it's under review. Once I get monetized again, I'm gonna go back on. I'm going back in with the controversial topics. You know what I'm saying? And the controversial videos, the documentaries. But I'm gonna do it in a way of where I'm not, where I'm following. I'm gonna do it in a way of where I'm following the YouTube guidelines. You know what I'm saying? But the ratchet, the controversial stuff, go to Hip Hop Media Outlet. Subscribe to Hip Hop Media Outlet for that content. I still deliver that kind of content, but just not on this channel. It's on Hip Hop Media Outlet. Go subscribe over there, and also subscribe to Indigenous People Media Outlet. That's my conscious channel. That's for my conscious people. If you're a conscious person, I do conscious videos too. This is more based on entertainment and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? My conscious channel is more educational. So if you're into that type of thing, go subscribe to Indigenous People Media Outlet. We also have a boxing channel. You know what I'm saying? Trap House Boxing. That's an affiliate channel of mine. That's my bro right there. Go subscribe to my bro. Everything boxing. If you in tune, if you a fan of boxing and you like to stay in tune with what's going on, and you might don't have time to keep up with all the different fighters and all that stuff, man. Tap in with Trap House Boxing, man. He gonna keep you in tune with all that. The up and coming fighters, the top fighters, all things boxing. Subscribe to Trap House Boxing, man. You know, y'all, yeah, most definitely. Not only subscribe to this channel, but hit that notification bell, man. On all three of my channels and Trap House Boxing, hit that notification bell for when we go live and we put out content, you will get the notification. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And Instagram, my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I follow back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them cats that I'm not Hollywood. You feel me? If you follow me, I follow you back. Follow me on One Urban Media Fix. Hit me up on YouTube. Let me know you from. I mean, hit me up in the DM. Let me know you from YouTube, and I'll follow you back. You know what I'm saying? I also have a personal page. Follow me on Asar Amirad. That's ASARAMENRA. Follow me on there. I'll follow back on there too. You know what I'm saying? So we all the way we all the way lit with this thing, man. You know what I mean? We trying to get all our social medias running in a have a synchronicity. You know what I'm saying? From your YouTube to your Instagram to the Twitter, well, everything synchronized. You know what I'm saying? I started, as I said earlier, I started on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have started on Instagram first, or if I on YouTube first. You know what I'm saying? But I started on Twitter first. You know what I'm saying? Then came my YouTube. Then came the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of did it backwards a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter because we rocking and rolling. You did, and we here now. You feel me? So it's like, okay, follow me on all the social media platforms, man. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you haven't hit that like button and you sitting here rocking with me and you just sitting up there, man, hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, man. Tap in with that like button, man. Yeah, I mean, it don't cost a dime, man. The my Cash App. If you like to see this channel grow and you know, rise to the level of some of the bigger platforms on YouTube, Cash App me at FujiSimmons. My Cash App is in the description. You know what I'm saying? All donations are appreciated. You feel me? All donations are appreciated. It's not required, but it's definitely appreciated if you donate to my Cash App. The money from my Cash App that you donate will go to making this channel bigger. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, microphones or different things that I might need to make my forecast, my podcast like the real deal, man. You know what I'm saying? All donations are appreciated. That's where the money will go to if you donate to my Cash App. And I want to say, shout out to Star from the Star Report. That's another person that basically I've been in tune with for some time now. You know what I'm saying? But it's been on Twitter. I started this movement, this urban media fix movement on Twitter. So most of my relationships that I built came from there. You know what I'm saying? I got almost 10,000 followers on Twitter with Urban Media Fix. You know what I'm saying? On my personal page, I got like 5,000. You know what I'm saying? But this Urban Media Fix movement was started from there, man. So shout out Star from the Star Report. You know what I'm saying? I like how his setup is, and that's a person who I kind of could look at and be like, okay, I want my channel to be, I want to be able to build my channel up to be on a level like a Star or like some of the other top bloggers, man. I could go on and on for days, man, just naming bloggers, you know what I mean? But Star is definitely somebody I got a personal rapport with. So shout out Star, you know what I mean? But I'm way over an hour. Well, I'm going into damn near an hour and 30 minutes now. This video I went longer than what I had planned on going. But like I say, it's always fun when I'm able to tap in with my people and bring y'all information. Be looking forward to me bringing more information. You know what I'm saying? This is just the beginning, man. We just taking off, man. So you got the chance to be part of the start. You know what I'm saying? Of the foundation. Even though this channel has this channel has like 12,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We are we you know what I mean? We getting there. You know what I mean? We getting there, man. Not to toot my own horn, but we definitely getting there. And with y'all help, we gonna build this channel up, man. You know, said that to say that. You know what I mean? But without further ado, free Ralo, free AR ad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be keeping up with these two cases and stuff. So I'll probably be doing more videos about these two individuals, man. You know what I'm saying? Showing my support and just keeping their name alive, man. Because a lot of times when people is locked up, it's like out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? folks forget about them. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep them dudes' name still going out here on the streets while they behind them walls, and that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? Without further ado, salute, and I'm out, man.